cobras, vipers, fangs, and venom. Some of the world's most deadliest snakes. And all for sale right here in the Philly suburbs.
What did you think when you first saw those snakes up close, alive?
I don't know, it's scary.
They're vicious, venomous, and very deadly, very fast.
I did hear about a woman who got bit by an adult and died within 17 minutes.
Does it surprise you that these deadly snakes are for sale here?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I was surprised that you could get something like that, because a couple of those would kill you before you can get anywhere to save yourself.
We live in a time when everybody seems to want the animal with the biggest, baddest bite on the block. A lot of people with pit bulls, many with Rottweilers. Well, I just got an Egyptian cobra, an animal with a deadly bite. $125 cash. No questions asked, and perfectly legal for sale here in Pennsylvania. We brought our undercover camera to a reptile show here at the Philadelphia Expo Center near the King of Prussia Mall last weekend. We wanted to see just how easy it would be to buy one of these dangerous snakes. We saw hundreds of people at the show, many hovering over the venomous snake tables, buying and browsing.
Even as a snake lover, you wouldn't want to own one of these?
Definitely not.
Why not?
Because if you were playing with it and it bit you, then you'd just be done for.
We bought our cobra from a Florida breeder and importer. It only took a few minutes and $125. The snake came coiled up in this plastic container that seemed better suited for an apple pie than a deadly snake. The sale was completely legal. Pennsylvania, unlike New Jersey and Delaware, has no laws regulating the sale and possession of exotic venomous snakes. It's one of 24 states where you can buy the world's most deadliest snakes without a permit. About a dozen states restrict sales.
But this is America. This is a free country, supposedly, and they want to restrict people, and I don't think that's really fair.
We talked to the buyers, sellers, and shoppers here and found some surprised their kids could get this close to a killer snake. There's no safety glass here like the zoo, and kids will be kids.
Say, guys, don't touch that cups, please.
Vipers, cobras, rattlesnakes, all for sale, but they don't come with directions or anti-venom serum to save you if you get bit. Our Egyptian cobra, among the world's most deadliest and aggressive snakes. Its bite can kill a full-grown elephant in less than 3 hours, an average man in just a matter of minutes.
I don't recommend anybody buying venomous animals personally.
Dr. LaToya Latney is an exotic pet vet here at Penn School of Veterinary Medicine and says something this deadly should never be bought on impulse. These snakes weren't evolved to be house pets.
For those who are going to consider to do it, although my recommendation is not to do it, be aware of the type of snake it is in the wild so you know what you're dealing with in captivity, and then have a plan for an accidental bite.
Do you have any second thoughts about selling a deadly snake to certain people who clearly don't know anything about them?
Well, of course, I won't sell something to somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. People that I've dealt with today are repeat customers that have already kept stuff, and so far, no bites.
Just saw a guy who was asking very basic questions about buying a snake, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy has no clue what he's getting into.
And since these snakes are not native to this area or even this country, chances are the local hospital you may be rushed to after a bite won't have any of that anti-venom serum either. Is the danger real? Just listen to this guy who sold us the cobra.
So you have these holes in the sides, and a lot of people, which I like to warn them, like the kids and stuff, like to come up and touch it. These guys can sense heat, and there have been people that's been tagged through these holes. So
they've been bit through the holes.
Bit through the holes.
If you're wondering what we did with our new pet, we just handed it right back to the sellers and never asked for our money back. We made sure we never lost track of it ever, like the Bronx Zoo did with another Egyptian cobra in March. Because if experts have trouble sometimes handling these, the question is, should just anybody be allowed to come here and buy one? For now in Pennsylvania, unless lawmakers do something, the answer is yes. Steve Keeley, Fox 29 News.